Welcome to In Her Lane. I'm Monica Ramsey.
I'm Hannah Morris.
And today we're with Hope Stillmock, aka Hope on a Rope.
Yes. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
And if some of you don't know, Hope, you are, let me get this right, because it just changed recently, Fly Racing's sports marketing manager?
Correct. Yeah. I just, honestly, within the last, I guess I will say about a month now, it was race team manager, now sports marketing manager. Not a huge difference, but yeah, a little bit.
Well, that's
a
exciting. A little promotion.
Yeah, a little bit.
To start the year out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to know, I don't even know if I know this, how did you get the nickname Hope on a Rope? Because that's what a lot of people know you as.
Okay, so originally, I don't know, I thought it was like my dad or I don't know. I've had it since I was a little in at the track. And funny enough, so Jerry Bernstein, who is Cooper Webb's truck driver now, or motorhome driver, he was my dad's mechanic back in the day when my dad was racing person. Like, again,
Connected, yes.
Connected in one way or another. So like Jerry's known me like when I was born, basically newborn. So I don't know, running around track, and it was like a few weeks ago, honestly, I think we were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, I'm the one who gave you Hope on a Rope, right? And it stuck, and I was like, oh, I actually didn't even fully know that. It was you. Like, I knew it was like a track thing and like my dad and his buddies or whatever. He's like, yeah, but I was around for that. So yeah, Hope on a Rope just kind of hit. And then I had other ones like, Hopester and Hopey or whatever. But then
was it just something that that he said, just Hope on a Rope?
Yeah,
because it rhymed?
Yeah, Hope on a Rope, and it rhymed. I really don't know other than that.
You need
I
to
was
get
at
a
the
shirt
track
made or something.
Yeah, something. Well, I made my Instagram Hope on a Rope, and my number has been 120. So Hope on a Rope 120 is my thing. And then as this job has gone, I am now just Hope on a Rope. Yeah. Like, that's it. Like,
that's literally how I know you.
It sounds like a kid's book.
Yeah.
Like Cat in a Hat, Hope on a Rope.
Yeah.
Maybe you should write a kid's book.
Maybe I should. I honestly think I could.
You could, and you need it.
Yeah.
We're claiming that. Do not touch that name.
Yep. So it's good now. I like it. It's funny. It's funny because like my dad would come to a Supercross race and like across the way, someone, Hope on a Rope or whatever, and he's like, what? Like I was like, that's what it is now.
It's
like,
taken off, Dad.
It's taken off. So, no, it's funny. I like it.
I love that.
It's cute.
So I'm excited to ask you some of these questions because I don't know, even though I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
So where did you originally grow up?
Okay, so I'm originally from a little town outside of Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
Oh, so you and Christy.
Christy's she was in NorCal.
Which Christy? Christy Hall or Christy?
Sutherland.
Yes.
She was from up there too, right?
Yeah, so she
but
was
not Reno.
Okay. No, but like when you're in that area, NorCal, like we all kind of would ride the same tracks and be in the same areas and all that kind of stuff for the most part. So it kind of blends together. But yeah, she's in Northern California. I was in the 775. We had like a massive moto scene originally, like growing up over there.
I had no idea.
Mike Mason. I call him Bubs. But what's his name? Brian Foster.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else.
We have there's quite a few that actually came out of that area.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
That what got you into riding dirt bikes?
Yeah, that and my family. So my dad has one brother and 5 sisters. So there's 7 of them.
Wow.
My granny to this day still rides.
Stop.
Yeah.
Your granny? How old is granny?
Yeah, she's 70. I think like 76.
Nice. What does she ride?
She has, my dad was a dealer not too long ago for these little, it's called like Pitster Pros, these little GPX bikes. And it's like a 140. It's a little like bigger than a little pit bike, but a little less. Anyways, she's number 9. So granny number 9, look, it's so fine.
Oh my gosh.
She is. Yeah. So she's still in. I got her in her little fly kit, and she's like all dialed in. And,
I love that.
So yeah, they kicked it off with their kids, and then majority of my aunts and uncles, like they all rode. Like that was really the thing. I had a few aunts that like raced in WMX. Back in like the 90s when it was going. Wow. And then my dad and my uncle raced like 4-stroke nationals and pro stuff also.
So you didn't have a choice. You were like, you grew up in it.
I was like, I did, in the fact that like my family was really good. Like I did all the sports. I did all the ball sports and all the things too. But like this was in my like blood. Like there was no way. I love it. And I always came back to it and all the things.
Did you race?
I did. Yeah. I raced
What?
for a while. But I never did.
Like local.
Did
I
you
did
do like
local-
off-road stuff or more moto stuff?
I actually did all moto,
Oh,
which
you
is
did?
I think is funny because I currently am in my off-road era. Like I haven't rode a track in forever, but yeah, growing up I like lived in the desert and I never did desert races. We were like kind of strictly motocross and I just did local stuff. I mean, the biggest national I did was Mammoth, and that's just because that was 3 hours away, and that was that was just a fun one. That was like
It's
a
a nice
Mammoth
area.
is the best race. I mean, that was my favorite race to go to growing up.
So that was pretty much it. And then our family tradition was like we would go to Glen Helen, well, wherever, bounce around, but Day in the Dirt. That was our Thanksgiving tradition. So for like
I've never been.
15 years, like we consistently went and raced that, and that's a super fun race. No pressure really or anything on that, but yeah. So local racer. I nothing more than that. That's all I did.
Well,
It's still way more than we did. And I grew up in a moto family too, and I was just like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in the motorsports industry? Like, I mean, obviously you grew up riding and you loved it and were immersed in it, but how did that whole take us down that memory lane?
It's a fun one. So like I obviously grew up around it. My dad owned shops. I worked in local shops. And actually at the time I was working at a KTM dealership in Reno. And we were like the title sponsor of a Reno Cross that came into town.
A Reno. Not to be confused with Arena.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, got to play on that one. So they came to town, and basically we were just kind of helping them with everything, like setting up, like like tailgate and a pre-show party and Miss Arena Cross, and like kind of helping be their like liaison for the weekend while I was there. And Rob Hansen, who was running it at the time, he was like, hey, like doing great, do whatever work at KTM at the dealership. And he's like, so do you want to help me run this event? And I was like, okay, sure. I was like 16, I'm pretty sure at the time, just like still in school, working at the dealership on the weekends and whatever. And so I went and helped him do that. And it was funny. I was basically like his right hand, and I just like setting up VIP booths and vendor spaces. I didn't know I'd do what I was doing, but like I I like it. I've always liked kind of being like the coordinator and do it all. And so it was fun. So I did that. And then that's actually where I met his cousin, pretty sure his cousin, Jim Hawley. So Jim Hawley, I met him there, and he was like, hey, do you want to help me do a Supercross live show? And at that time, I mean, I'd been a fan. Like we would go to Vegas every year for Supercross, or back then it was like San Francisco was like our next closest one that we would go to.
Those were good races.
I loved it at the stadium right on the water.
Yep, right on the water, yeah. And so just a fan, right? Like we just would go like anyone else, never even thought about it being like a job ever. Like
your future.
Never thought about it. And so then anyway, so I met Jim, went to a Supercross. I went to Vegas and I helped him. Basically my job was to go get athletes and bring them to the booth or whatever.
To be interviewed and stuff?
Yeah. And so I remember like he just put me in.
You just went up to rant to people that you didn't even know and they didn't know you?
Yeah, like I remember.
Well, you heard of them. Or you knew of them.
I knew who they were for racers, but like there was no chance I would be talking to them. That's crazy. Yeah. So I remember they gave me like a whatever polo they could find that's like a Supercross polo. It was like 3 times too big, just like hanging down. I was like, okay, I'm in. And then they gave me like a guest credential for the day, and it was Weston Pike, which is funny because friends now because of fly racing.
Does he work up there too?
Yeah, he's one of our ambassadors still. Yeah. And so I remember it very vividly. I had to go get him, and like I was like, hey, so can I get you to come? None of them. Like now I know, but those guys don't want to go anywhere that they don't need to do, right? Like for race day. So I remember I had to like kind of like tap on the shoulder and get it, and it was the scariest
moment of my life. Do you and Weston ever talk about
No,
that?
I don't think I've ever told him that, actually. Okay, yeah, maybe I will. But
now you know.
Yeah, so basically I just brought him, and that was it. Like nothing else came of that, actually, other than Jim was like, hey, there's this program called, KTM Junior Supercross. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm like, yeah, I've watched it or whatever. And he's like, I just feel like you'd be a good fit for that program. Let me go introduce you. So then at that time, he brought me over to Christy LaCurl Sutherland and was like, hey, like this is Hope, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So I met her, and scary. Like love her to death, and I'm still one of my close friends now.
She's a girl boss for sure.
It was scary, very scary. And so met her first, and that was it. Nothing really came of it. And then oddly enough, that kind of teed it off, but what really did it is the next following, I mean, that was in high school, nothing too crazy. Then I went to college, and then I was going to Oakland. So San Francisco ended, it was Oakland. I lived in Northern California, actually. I went to college up there. I was on there on like a golf scholarship. So I was like,
what?
Yeah, doing golf. I was working at a dealership and full-time college. So I was just
I forgot that you played college golf.
Yeah, for
that's
a minute.
Incredible.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing too, because I mean, I basically, as I was going through high school, I like kind of stopped the other ones. I stopped basketball, I stopped softball, and I was like, I'm going to focus on golf. Like, this is my thing. I could probably maybe do something this direction. Not like I'm still even that good, but at the time I was like, oh, this is like where I could go. And then, you know, my dad's like, what? You know, if you want to commit, like you got to commit. Like, you can't be racing and get hurt and then you can't play golf. And I was like, so sad, even though there was nothing that I was going to do with racing.
Right.
Necessarily, but like, so anyways, I ended up finding my little happy medium there, and then went and golfed for a little bit. And then, I needed to get a job. So I also got a job at a dealership. And then I was like, there was tracks up there. So I was just like doing like the check-in gate at the tracks, like just being involved.
So you
still.
just like loved moto.
Just love it.
Any job you could do.
Mm-hmm.
Even on a golf scholarship.
Yeah. So then I was doing that. And then, so it was Oakland Supercross. It's close, like within like an hour or whatever, 2 hours for me. And so we went over there with friends, and we're all just hanging out. And like in Oakland, I don't know, if you guys...
I worked Oakland before.
So like in like the front area, there's
it's
like...
scary.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's my least favorite stadium I've ever been to.
But the stadium's weird.
I'm glad they're not there anymore. Sorry.
I know.
Me too. Very glad. Yeah.
So anyways, you were saying.
But then there's these little like areas you can like concrete blocks you kind of like sit under at that stadium. Weird. Anyways, there's this photographer was like tucked in behind me. This older dude, and we just started talking, I don't know, chit-chatting about whatever. And I also, side hobby, was a photographer. Like, that was my other thing that I was doing. It was like golf, moto, photography.
You do it all.
Those are my things. Like, and so we started talking. He's like, I can't really get on the track anymore. Like, would you want to shoot for me at some rounds? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, let's
anything moto related.
Throw it in. That's so random. So
add it to my resume.
Yeah. So then I did. I went to like Santa Clarita and Vegas and like one other one, and I shot photos for him. And it was funny. It's like nothing else came of that. It was like this really fluke, weird one-off. Like, I didn't meet any other photographers. I didn't even go down that path. Like, I just...
You didn't get to network with...
I don't know. It was just one of those weird times. But every time I went to a race, I brought a resume to Christy at the KTM truck. Yeah, which is not like me. Like, or back then, that wasn't like me to like keep bugging somebody or like... I felt super awkward, but I just kept doing it.
But it just shows if you want something, don't stop.
Yeah.
Even with the nose, keep going.
Yeah. And I did. I just was like, hey. And I don't think she, in my head, I was like, she never remembers me every time I would go back and talk to her. But then basically their, I would say marketing coordinator or whatever that position was called at the time, who was like helping run the amateur stuff and do the KTM Junior stuff. She actually lived in NorCal too. It was Alexa Pearson. And she was moving on to the East Coast to pursue like a different career and things like that. And I had seen that, and I like messaged Christy, and I was just like, hey, so just wondering if there's any openings randomly.
You're like, remember me?
Do I actually know? Yeah. And so, I did that. I did get her email, luckily, at that point. I don't even remember how I did that. And so I sent her something, and she responded like 2 weeks later. I was like, actually, we do. So why don't you come in for an interview before we post it? And so that is fully kind of how it all happened. It was like a bunch of little things that I feel like led up to the one thing. So
that is so cool.
Yeah.
And you got the job, obviously.
And I got I flew down. I don't even know. It was like a Tuesday. It was like a Monday. Can you fly down tomorrow? I flew down, flew back the same night. And again, the interview process was so scary. And
Who was in the interview?
Yeah.
It was Christy and Jen Kenyon. So she was about to take over for, I'm pretty sure, Christy Hall.
Leaving?
Yeah, Christy.
She was moving into the amateur at that point?
No, Christy.
Oh, Christy Hall, sorry.
Yeah, Christy Hall was doing it.
Too many Christies.
Yes. So Christy Hall was doing it, Brocious. I was just talking with him about it. Yeah, and so she, I think, was the one who was doing it at that time, and then she was training Jen. So me and Jen were coming in at the same time to basically do it. And so it was both of them. And then, Christy was just asking me like...
They're intimidating.
Very... point blank questions, but I was like, I got this. Like, I have all the things to do this job. Like,
got them in your back pocket.
Basically, we went through it, and I went home. And during that time, I was still in Northern California, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch all my college to finish it online. Like, I got this. And golf, I had done my 2 years already, and I was like, all right, that's not really going. Like, so I was like, if this works, this is it. This will be perfect. And so I think it was like 3 weeks, and I hadn't heard anything. I was like, no way. There's nothing.
Gosh, 3 weeks. That's
my
brutal.
gosh, they made you wait 3
It was
weeks?
a while. Yeah. And I was like, no way. I was like, there's no chance. And then I got like the call and the email and everything, and it all fumbled from there.
Were you so excited?
Oh, yeah.
All that
Oh, yeah.
time putting yourself out there and showing up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It paid off.
Yeah. You know, it was a really cool feeling. Because again, like even then, even at that point, I didn't even know what it would be like working in the industry still.
That was what I wanted to ask you. So what was your first race that you attended with that in that position?
Yeah, so I think I got hired in like June or July, and this would have been 2015, I think. 15 or 16.
Dang.
15, I think. And I think it was like 18 or something at the time. And then
baby.
I was a baby, and I wasn't like doing the job yet, but because we still had Monster Cup in October, that was like the first event. She just wanted me to come check it out. So like everyone, like both Christies were there and Jen and me, and we were all like doing it. And so basically that was my first event, was Las Vegas, Sam Boyd. Yeah.
I have to say though, the Christies and Jen Kenyon, when I think of like women in moto, like the OGs, that's who I think of. So like you got so lucky that you got to be around those boss babes.
Oh, 100%.
And to learn from them, you know?
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, because at that time there wasn't, even then there wasn't that many of us.
There
I
wasn't.
feel like
It was
around.
so male dominated.
And so it was really cool. You know, I had a lot of like good advice for like managing it. And I was
mentors.
young. Yeah, I was very young. And so, yeah, it was really cool to have them. And they've been like friends, you know, ever since, really good friends. And, and then along with that, I mean, I've been able to have other women come through with me and do other things. And so like, you know, it stemmed from there. And so it's been really fun.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And then from there, you transitioned into the amateur scene with the Orange Brigade, KTM's amateur team.
So the job at KTM started off as marketing assistant, I think is what the title was. And it was pretty much, I was contracted originally. And so I still lived I had moved back to Nevada. And so I did that for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I think I was contract actually. And so it was all KTM Junior Supercross rounds, helping facilitate, coordinate, but I wasn't managing it, just kind of the, you know, assistant to everything. And then I was working with Nate and doing all the Orange Brigade stuff. And then so those first few years, Christy was, so it was Christy, Nate, and me.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then
Which Christy? Sutherland?
Okay. Yes. Yep.
Christy was Nathan's boss.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it was Nathan. And
when
then
he was still he was doing the training. He was like the trainer.
he was like the coach and
and
go to the camps,
and
go to the
yeah.
camp, like that kind of thing.
And then I was still marketing assistant, would help Christy facilitate all the things, sponsors, gear, all the apparel, and
Didn't you
all
help with
that
the
stuff.
camps too? Setting them
Help with
up and all
camps,
that.
like on the podium, hats, and taking pictures, and keeping results, and
Did you do
contingency,
social media?
and social media, all that, all the little fun stuff that goes into the PR and marketing side, I guess, on the small side. But
And then Christy moved on.
Yep. And then when Christy left, that's when she was like, we need you. Well, actually, right before she left, she was like, we want you full time. And I was like, okay, all right, think about ready. Like, sure. And then literally as I was moving is when she said she was leaving. And I was like, are you joking? Like, we're doing this? And so she left, and then Nate became the team manager, and then I kind of stayed in my role, but I feel like...
You kept him in line.
I feel like I handled anything that had to do with the computer with Nate, like for the most part. Like, he still did all the phone calls on the track side, all that stuff. I organized it all on the backside.
It's a learning curve for, you know, an athlete to be only focused on one thing and never had to worry about that.
Yeah.
Then they come into a leadership role, and I remember helping him with his emails and stuff in the beginning. I was like, he would like, before like you know, Chat GPT and all that stuff. You
that
had to
was
know
not
how
it.
to write.
He'd put the letter U for you. No.
Yeah, no.
He's like,
I mean, he'd always be like, "Hey, how do you spell like something so basic?" Because he was so worried, and I'm like, "Let me edit your email. You need to add an apostrophe here, a comma here."
We shared an office, and like the whole whiteboard was just my writing and organizing, and he's like, "Yeah, that works for us."
How was he as a boss, leader? Whatever?
Oh, he was great. We obviously worked very closely. Like 5. I mean, the whole time, I guess I was there almost 7 years.
Yeah,
7 years. No, he was good. He was like my second dad.
I know.
Or brother, right? Or whatever. But no, it was fun because he got to hear all of my like little drama had come in and whatever. And so he like just got to sit there and listen to it all. Yeah. And then, but other than that, like it was nice because, I mean, I did feel like he respected my like opinions on things. Like he never really made a decision without talking to me, whether it was a big move or not. He's like, "What do you think about this?" And you know, "What would you do?" or whatever it is. And that was always
a smart
really
leader
nice.
because you always want to bounce it off somebody else too. You can't just solely. It affects everybody.
Yeah.
So
he was always really good about that.
So involved with the amateur parents though too that. You know.
And that's the thing too. Like when we would go to amateur nationals, we would tackle like he would be like starting gate and whatever, and I'd be like finish line, and like we would see people in different lights. We would hear things in different areas. People would come to us for different things. We were very good at communicating, so it was really good. Yeah, that was a sad one to leave just because we had like such a good thing
I was
going.
sad.
I know.
I think everyone was sad when Hope left KTM.
Nathan was freaking out.
I know.
Because he wasn't in his role he's currently in now.
No, so he was kind of running it by himself, and I was like, "If you need anything, call me." I was like,
"Can you be as a consultant, please?"
Yeah.
I remember for the last day I was there till like 9 p.m. I was just like writing notes as much as I could just to give to him because I wanted to make sure everything was like
I know.
okay. He had all the contacts, he had all the emails.
What is
all
that
the
show
things,
though?
So
Women
runs the world.
Thank you. Behind every great man is a great woman.
Yep.
You can't do this life, but so one thing I had on my little note card. How did you, when you transitioned into amateur, it's very different from the job with the KTM Junior. How was it dealing with parents in that light?
You know, you get both. You get like the ones that make you like question why do I do this? And then it follows up with double the amount of good ones that are like, this is why I do it. Like this
the
is
good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, it definitely does. And it always does. I mean, doing this for like almost 10 years now, I think. Yeah. I have, which is crazy. And like, it's never changed the fact that there is more thankful and appreciative out there and more good out there. And so, yeah, working with them, I mean, it was a little bit of everything. Like, again, we would see people in all different ways and you just kind of roll with the punches and yeah, but no, it was good. I feel like I had that local mentality. Like I grew up doing it in that light, and to see what the amateur world is, I mean, it is so different. Like they're not even close to the same caliber or whatever. So you do I would say maybe like originally that was my biggest shock is like how serious these families were taking it. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It wasn't just like a local
town, not local. And like
I
knew it wasn't, but then like really learning like mortgages.
Yeah.
People were like living on the road in facilities and
pulling siblings out of school.
Everyone's homeschooled and all of those things. I mean, I don't think I fully understood what it took like at that level. And so I was like, okay, this is actually way bigger than I even realized. So,
and then how early can you tell if a rider's going to be good or have it?
Nate was good for that. Nate has that eye, and like
he really does. Because there's a bunch of people he wanted on the team, and then they ended up being like amazing.
No, definitely. And so he would like point out things like, okay, as a rider, I could see what anyone else can see, right? But then honestly, during that time working with him is all the other parts. Like if he crashed, what is that personality to work through the race? Like, do they give up? Do they push all the way through? Do they push even harder?
What do the parents do?
What of all those things? And so it all kind of depends too, though, because again, like even like what the riders, like how they grow. Like we would we would project that a kid would go 85 to super mini to 125, whatever. They might completely skip the entire super mini or 125 area because they just like all of a sudden are way too big or whatever it happens to be, right? So like you kind of look at those things and that adjusts what you think is going to happen with them. Some, you know, ride this bike so much better, and when they do move to a big bike, it just doesn't click for a long time like it should. So there's you have a general idea of how you think things are going to go, and most of the time it's good, but there's always like these little aspects, and or like training, if that changes, if their schedule changes, if something else like interferes with it, things can completely
Did you
go
guys
off.
take into like attitude?
Oh yeah,
you know,
completely.
It needs to be a whole character thing, not just their physical ability.
Oh,
I think that to represent a brand.
I tell anybody that, you know, being in this spot now where we are sponsoring athletes and between KTM and Fly now, like everyone asks like, how do I become an elite? How do I become a sponsored athlete? And I have this pretty extensive list of like things, but that's a huge part of it. Is just, you know, we want to have good ambassadors for whatever brand you're with. So like, yeah, you can be the fastest person, but if you're like causing all this havoc off the track, no one likes you, you're not a good image.
Or your
And
social
not
media.
just you,
Social media,
the people you're surrounding yourself with, your family, even siblings, like that all weighs into it.
It all kind of does, and unfortunately, but fortunately, like that is a part of it too. So like, it's going to be a team effort. Their team also needs to be like on board to showing, you know, being a good representation of like what we want.
And it starts with the parents.
It does, 100%.
100%.
So
yeah.
I didn't even have this written down, but what would be like your biggest advice to amateur racers coming up to succeed?
I would say honestly, a lot of them don't want to bug the industry personnel. Like they don't, you know, they were a little scared to do it. One, I think you have to come say hi. There's so many kids in Amateur National, and we can like watch the race as much as we can. We can look at the podium, we can look at results, we can tie those together. But for me, if I had someone, it didn't even have to be like, hey, how can I be sponsored? It's just like, hey, I'm so-and-so, nice to meet you. And they walk away. Like I remembered that. So some people are a little scared to go say hi or whatever. It doesn't have to be this whole pitch by anything. Just get your face in front of me directly.
Hi, I'm so-and-so.
And that
nice
definitely helps. I think most of the industry agrees with me. Like that's one of those little extras. It shows that you want to take that initiative, that you, you know, you have that personality too. Like, unfortunately, if you're so shy, like how are you going to help market?
Or be on the podium.
I feel like with like that. Electronics, like kids have just lost, like that's like a lost art
skill.
Yeah,
100%.
talking to adults. And
yeah. So I would say that too. And then along with it, just, you know, obviously like people get upset and you have a bad moto, but like take it back to your rig in the confinement of your own van or truck or something. That doesn't need to be seen by everybody on the line or at the finish line or anything like that. Like do that in your own area, keep respect on the track, off the track. That goes a really long ways when we're thinking about who we want to bring onto the team.
Do they give you, I know a couple people sent stuff to our house back when Nathan was involved, like portfolio, like things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have full on like spend a lot of money on these things. Have you seen them?
No, I'm out of the
They're like
binders,
laminated. It's like a whole binder, a
things,
bio. It's like photos, clips they've been in. It tells all their results. Like it's pretty legit.
Not nearly as much anymore as it was then.
They're all handing out resumes.
But they used to like all the time. Like they would have a stack, and like and Loretta's would be the like go-to, and like little papers all the time. Like I would just have like a stack of them at the end of it. And so
they're following suit for what you did.
Basically, yeah. I say bring it back, right? Go back to old school. It's like hand resume. Let's say hi
instead of just like sending a messaging you, sliding into your
it's
DMs.
hard. Like people do. They literally my DMs are just flooded, and I don't even have time to check my like personal part of it, let alone read through those and do it. You know. And
I made Tyson when he was out looking for jobs to go in person.
Yeah.
I was like, ask them if they have a resume. If they say go online, then you go online. But you go in. And he did.
Yeah.
And he got every job that he's gone in person for.
It helps so much to see the face. It does. It brings that extra element to it. It honestly does.
Okay, so since we're kind of talking about your KTM era, I was, you know, looking on your Instagram and kind of going like, what do I want to talk about? But one thing that always sticks out with you and KTM is the Halloween costume contest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
and Jamie, you guys
Yeah.
all go full out. Like Nathan, when they do it now, it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't even dress up half the
Motorsports doesn't do any, well, Jade does, but motorsports
Jade's
has
the
never
best.
been in on the Halloween situation.
Well, Nathan and them were trying to come up with something this year. All the Rockstar guys.
They were.
They
Well,
were gonna
do they still do themes? Or because that's when I was there.
Well,
it
they were
was
gonna-
the
like-
marketing always does a theme.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't
And
remember what
Nathan
it
was going to
this
do
year.
a thing. They were going to do, oh my gosh, what's the cartoon on Cartoon Network? Cartman. Why am I trying to blank?
I have no idea. I don't do Cartoon Network.
Never mind. No, it's from a long time ago. Anyways, it'll come to me.
Johnny Bravo. What do we?
No, the little
Jetsons.
Kenny. You want to kill Kenny? You know those?
Oh my god.
Oh,
no.
South Park?
Oh, South Park.
They were
okay.
all going to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I was helping them look for stuff. I'm like, this is so dumb. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's going to know who you are.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Jamie always knocks it out of the park.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You were, the one I remember that sticks out is from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I was Ursula.
Ursula.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm gonna make sure we get some photos of that
Good,
when
yeah.
we post. But did you ever
Yeah.
see her as Ursula?
I don't think so.
My
I mean, I
Ursula
saw
one
it in
was
the moment.
pretty
I,
good.
have
I
the
mean,
worst
she had
memory.
like the tentacle, like
I like don't know how to sew, and I somehow
You sewed it?
I didn't even sew it. I think I hot glued, but it looked like I sewed it. Like
That's
I
impressive.
had it down. I'll find if it's on
you
there.
need to
Then
show when we end the show.
yeah,
her
Yeah,
photo.
you'll have to show
yeah.
me.
I
I,
mean,
had a
she
few
she
years.
had the
yeah.
every.
Did you ever make it to the fun KTM Christmas parties? Like, were
Yeah.
you there for Flash Pants by chance?
I was.
I know that was.
I was
awesome.
not there for Flash Pants. No, and
She
honestly,
was probably too young. She couldn't even get in.
yeah, probably.
kidding.
No, yeah. When I started, that was hard. When I was 18, 19, like for the whole first beginning of my career
Yeah.
on the road, I was underage. And so like I remember like, okay, the race gets over at 10 or 11 or whatever. The only places open for food, if we did
Are
that, were
bars,
bars.
yeah.
I couldn't even get in. Then the whole team's like,
You're like, I'm
so
not
sorry.
drinking. I just want to eat. I want
Yeah.
a chicken finger, some
Sometimes it
mozzarella
worked.
sticks.
Sometimes it worked because we were like in
All
our
dressed in uniform.
kits, and so like it would work. But I always felt so embarrassed at the time. Like, sorry guys, I'm too young. Like, and the whole crew was like, it's fine. We'll go find Shake
I can't
Shack
imagine
or
your parents
something.
like, if our kids at
letting you
18
just
were just like,
travel the
bye.
country.
I don't- yeah.
No, it's great though. I mean,
I know, but
what
that's
a way to spend your early 20s.
so
Yeah.
impressionable, you know?
Yeah. When I think about it now,
But you have a good head on your shoulders.
thank you.
Because if you were
Mom
somebody
and
else.
Dad. Good job, Mom and
Yes.
Dad.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you
so tell
guys.
me about the costumes. So
Okay.
who else was it? The market? Who all did the Little Mermaid with you?
We're trying to think why I was a Little Mermaid.
Yeah, why did you choose
Don't know.
one of the
I'm
hardest costumes to make?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think what that one was because another year. We were Disney villains. That's what it was. Our theme was Disney
Oh.
villains, and so yeah, everyone had their own thing.
Did you guys win?
They always
I
win.
think we did. I
Yeah.
think so, and I think I personally, because there was like a personal and a team comp kind of how you did it, and so I think
Oh, like individual. And
there was
then
like
a
an
group?
individual
Okay.
and a group, and I think we won the group on that one. I don't know.
So
about individual,
fun.
but
I
yeah,
love
so
that they
that
do
was
that.
fun. I had a few good ones there, and Jamie was nice because since I've left, I haven't done another good costume because there's no one to push and do it, and I
Right.
know she would come through, so I was like, I'm gonna come through, and so that was really fun. I was kind of known that my last Halloween outfit was Zoltar. You guys know what
What's
Zoltar
Oh,
is?
the guy in the thing.
Yes.
That, like.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a fortune teller.
Yes.
Like I am the Zoltar.
Oh, yeah,
da, da, da,
yeah.
da. I made like a
Oh, I
legitimate
saw that.
box.
Yeah, I think I commented.
That
yeah.
one
that
had
one
to
was
have been mine.
pretty
I had
cool. Have you seen-
buttons. I
I
had
have to-
lights. I had it. I had a whole thing.
Wow.
I went to downtown, like Old Town Temecula, after everything that night. Like I went to like 2 other costume parties.
And just
Won
everything.
and then I went to downtown and Pub and Grub. Right, that's the one in the
Dude,
corner, right?
we know about Pub
Yeah,
Grub.
and so like all those people are outside. I had a line out into the
take pictures.
street to take, and I had. Have you guys had the fortune fish? Have you guys ever
No.
seen those? Okay, so it's like I don't know where it originated from. There's these fish, and they tell your fortune, blah blah blah. So I had a Amazon pack of 200
because that's
of
what
them.
they do is give you a fortune.
They give you a fortune, so I didn't have
they
the
used
tickets.
to have one down in Old Town Temecula.
They did up until literally just. I mean, they might still have it, but they.
Okay,
they-
good. It's still there.
I saw it like a year ago.
The
still
shack?
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little candy
No, the little.
candy store.
Yeah.
It was down
Oh, yeah,
on the
yeah,
end
yeah.
end. So, but yeah, so I had these fortunes. So like I had a line of people. I was,
That
little,
is
whatever.
so
I was handing out
rad.
these fortunes. It was this whole
You were the
thing.
hit.
It was funny.
That is so cool.
And it was like raining, and then my box was starting to collapse. I just threw it away, and I was like,
How'd
but
you
it was
come
a good,
up with that idea?
I
Like, what
don't-
made you even think of
I don't
that?
even remember. Like, I've always liked Zoltar. Like, that's been a thing of me and my family's. Like, anytime we see one, like, we'll always go
I love
get
them too. They remind me of the movie Big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
kind
so
of like.
that was like kind of our thing. I don't know. Anytime we saw it, and so then it was actually funny because me and Mandy, we were both going to be the claw, like a claw machine, and she said she was going to do it, and I was like, okay, I have another idea, and so then I switched to Zoltar. So, anyways, it
And
was
then
a good
did
one.
you just design it yourself?
Yeah. And I just found
And
a photo and I just matched the photo. That was
That's
That was
awesome.
the game plan. So those were fun. I haven't done anything good lately. So every year I think I'm going to, and I don't.
I love a good dress up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now tell us, after all that,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I love doing these.
How
to
long
learn
has
so
it
much.
been? So you transitioned to fly.
Mm-hmm. Like almost 4 years ago.
Okay.
Now. It was
It
2021.
was a sad day for KTM to
very
lose
sad.
hope on a rope.
I
but
know.
Happy
It was
for
sad.
fly.
Yeah. It was one of those random opportunities that
You
presented
were
itself,
you
so-
originally when you took that role, you were race team manager
for
What is it?
Fly.
For Fly.
Yeah, they hired me as the amateur race team manager. That was like the purpose, is they didn't have anyone doing amateur stuff, and
Was that a hard decision to make?
it
Because
was.
not only were you accepting a new job, but you were moving to a different
moving.
state.
Oh yeah, it was hard because I had kind of moved into another role too with KTM. So like I had done that. Me and Nate were running that stuff, doing contingency. I was kind of like involved in so many different things with events. Like I was like going to a rider rally to help, or like kind of the events team and MotoGP, and I was so involved in so
Well,
many
they knew
different things. And so
what
it
an
was-
asset you were too.
it was-
So they were like,
Yeah, it was really fun though. Like, I mean, I like, sometimes you get a little frustrated if you take on more than what your job responsibilities
And
are supposed to be.
KTM is notorious for that.
But then at the same time, when I look back, I'm like, I expanded myself so much during that time. I learned so many things about different areas that I probably wouldn't have originally. So I am thankful for it. At the time, I was like feeling a little, salty that I hadn't felt like I really progressed as much as I had taken on. But when this came up, it was hard because I loved it. I loved my job and I loved everything, but it was in Idaho and it was more money and it was giving me basically the freedom to do what I was doing, but I would be managing this kind of team. And it was, all the things kind of just linked up where I was like, this is an opportunity that I can't pass up. So so then, they just reached out and I went and visited, and it was basically right before Mammoth of 2021, I think. So it was like ending of COVID era or whatever. And I kind of fell in love immediately because my dad and everyone in Reno, it's a 5-hour drive or so. It's
that's
really
so nice.
not that
that's
bad.
like Arizona for us.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
So
great.
I didn't
it's
realize
super
how
easy.
close.
So like I knew that would help with that, and then I wanted my 4 seasons. This was great living down here and all for the industry, but it wasn't my style. It wasn't my thing. I want to be any weekend I'm free. I wanted to go camping, or I want to go riding really easy, or I want to do all those like things in the mountains. And so it was ultimately a pretty easy choice, but it was sad because I had so many, and I still do. Luckily, I was running over there a little bit ago, and it was so nice to just like bop around.
Well, you
and,
just
like,
had
hey, everybody,
so
everyone.
many
So,
friendships that you
Yeah.
built down here.
yeah. And so that was hard. The friendships was hard. Leaving, I had like such a good little girl gang, like all of us in the industry. We had a whole, 9 of us or so that like we all
There
would
was
hang
guys did
out.
so
a great
many
group
things.
of you guys. Chandler, the Christies,
Mandy,
Mandy.
Leslie, Shay. Like we
Yes.
had like this group
A
that
girl
was
boss group.
All good things must come to an end.
I know. And so then I bounced, and shortly Mandy bounced, and then Shay, everyone
And
kind of.
Steph
Yeah,
bounced
Steph,
too,
yeah, everyone. And I'm actually kind of I shouldn't say close to Steph, because
At least you're
Idaho
both
is
in
actually
Idaho.
very
yeah.
big, actually, when you
Yeah.
look at it. But yeah, and so sadly it all kind of bounced. But during that time, it was so fun. We were all killing it down here.
You guys were.
Yeah. So
How's the transition to a leadership role now? How have you I mean, dealt with that.
It's hard, actually. I didn't think it would be hard. It's hard because I've always kind of been the doer, and
Tell me what to do and I'll do it, kind of thing.
and planning it or doing it myself, or if it was like my role. And so I think that has been my hardest thing is like I need something done instead of like, hey, can you do this? I'm like, okay, you're probably busy or I want it done the right way. I'm just going to do it myself. And then it kind of fumbles and then I don't have time to do other things. So I would say that is my biggest thing that I've been working on over the last
It's delegating,
Is
right?
delegating. That is hard. But I actually have a a little nice.
Is that a bird?
We might have hit the window. We just had a bird hit the window.
Windex commercial.
It's kind of windy outside, but whatever.
Yeah.
Windex commercial. Your windows are so clean.
They're not.
Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, no, going into this leadership role now. So when I actually started amateur race team manager, I mean, it was a one woman band at the time. Like I was doing it all. There wasn't really anything else. And then slowly I got like off-road and ATV kind of under me because roles changed again. And then shortly after that, like third year in, then it was like, Hope, okay, like going to be kind of overseeing all production stuff for all the pro stuff. And that's when I kind of moved into this like race team manager role and I had one person under me. Well, then I was able to get another person, a full-time amateur representative. So basically now where we sit, there's 5 of us, all ladies running all the race actually, which is super cool too.
I love it so much because in our era, all the gear reps were men. All of them.
I can't tell you, I cannot name a female
The
rep
only female that was around, like when my brother and Ryan raced, was Stephanie Nutt.
Yeah.
And she's still around.
And she's still around.
Still around.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice. As I've moved up, I've been able to kind of fill in the gaps because we've gotten so much bigger and we are doing so much more. And so had interns and things like that. So I have Amanda, she's our race admin. And so she's been there before I was. And like, bless her heart, because she works with like discounts, allotments, ordering, troubleshooting, all the things. Like she's like head honcho customer service. And so basically we have her, and then I have also Brenna, who just became new to our team. She was on the design side, but we are doing so much on the gear production, and we need I was throwing logos on illustrated files and getting gear sent out. Like, I mean, that wasn't necessarily my responsibilities as far as like I didn't go to college for that. I didn't know like exactly what I was doing. I mean, I figured out as I went, but I really needed someone like full time to do that. So Brenna came on and she's doing all of our like gear production, illustrated files, all that stuff. And then
does that mean like the names and numbers?
Numbers, logos, colorways.
Is she like graphic design?
Like graphic design. Yeah. Now, not necessarily building what you see in the catalog, but taking those pieces. And then if we're doing like a custom kit, there's like the militaries or the retros or something. That's like kind of our team to like
have fun,
design and kind of do that. We work with a design team still to do that, but for the most part, it's like our direct 5 of us like managing like all the things that kind of go out there. And then actually with Chandler, so Alyssa, she came on as an intern. And she worked at Troy Lee with Chan as an intern over there, and she moved up to Boise, Idaho to finish her art degree up there. And I knew she had a little bit of like jersey printing and background in that, and I was like, okay, hey, you should probably you know what this is. And then she started, and then she's so passionate about racing too. So then she's moved into both of them. Her and Sam are both our athlete representatives, but she's been really focused on the amateur side. And then Sam was also with the company prior, and then she had interest in joining the circus, and now she's leading our pro like race rep. So like just a bunch of us all in, and like so now it's nice. We have a team finally. We're building it up, being able to like put a little more organized and effort, but behind each of the things that we need to accomplish for everyone. So.
Okay, there was a big management or ownership change of Western Power Sports. Where were you at in the timeline? I don't know how recently it was. Were you there before that happened? Okay, so.
I was, yeah. So I was there when Craig Shoemaker, he owned Western Power Sports. Yeah. It was like very family.
Very family.
Family, like trusted, like that was it. Like there wasn't that corporate feel by any means. Like it was really just, you know, you came in and we were like getting gear on the riders, and there wasn't like a structure or a SOP or like there was nothing that you had to do. Like we came in and got it done. Well, the change happened about, I would say, a year maybe into me being there. So it was very quickly turned around, like once I got there, and when we got, you know, bought out, and then it was kind of like this corporate change.
Were you at KTM because when Ryan first started at KTM, it was very family oriented too, and then it just slowly got more and more corporate. It's a hard transition.
Yeah. I would say I saw KTM get more corporate.
Yeah,
like
while you were there.
While I was there. We acquired Gas. Like it was still just KTM and Husky when I had started. Then we got Gas, and then bringing the KTM group and the 3 brands and you know, brand mottos and identities and like just like all the things, and like and so having to deal with that. So when Western Power Sports switched to that, I was probably one of the few that wasn't like
prepared for it.
Yeah, it kind of didn't bother me.
You'd already been through that
much because it didn't seem weird to me to like have to go through a chain of command or
we have to track the gear that we're giving
have to track like all of that stuff was so hard for a lot of people because they had been so used to doing things a certain way
and change is hard
prior. And so that was hard, but I don't know, for me it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because it was kind of nice not to have to like do these very strict rules or anything, but
at the end of the day,
I understand it. I understand that there's guys all the way above that are looking at the numbers, and we got to figure it out. And marketing is marketing is the hardest department you got to work for when it's talking about, you know, return. Like I get emails and I get DMs and I get these things like, hey, I bought gear this weekend because I saw so-and-so in it. That's wonderful. And that's the point, right? But the head honchos don't see that. They don't know all these things that come through, and that's why we put gear on these athletes or these teams for these reasons and these reasons, right? Or why you show up to a race and you have a display so people can actively see it and touch it and try it on and all the things, and how that eventually is a return. But it's hard to, I know, visually, like outsider looking in, if you don't know what it is, see what's happening. So yeah,
I think it's a huge need to be there. Like
it's the typical win on Saturday or Sunday and buy on Monday, you know. That's
exactly
just the way it is.
Yeah.
So you were talking about Idaho. So you obviously, it sounds like you love living there.
I do. Yeah, I love it.
And with your job comes a lot of travel. How do you handle, you know, the travel and traveling by yourself at a lot of these things?
Yeah.
What's your day-to-day travel schedule look like?
Yeah. So originally, right, I was going to a lot more in the past, as of like last 2 years, having the 2 girls step in and like kind of go to a lot of the races. It would be a normal, right, Supercross or motocross year, like Thursday. It'd be a Thursday to a Sunday, because you never want to fly. I mean, although you could probably get a flight in Friday, like if we're the ones holding the gear that they need to race that weekend, like too scared to do that. So usually we would at least do Thursdays in case anything was any delays or whatever it was. And so do that, and then try to get the earliest flight out on Sunday. That's always my goal. And then, again, we're a small team, and it's just kind of the way it is. So probably back into the office Monday through Wednesday and get stuff ready as we go. I mean, we try to flux it as you can, but my fiance now, he doesn't quite get it. Like,
I was going to ask you.
He does now.
We want to know.
He does
we want to know about the fiance. Well,
he gets
what he thinks about this crazy industry.
Yes, yeah. He gets a little more now.
We can jump right into it.
We can jump into that.
Let's go into it.
So Idaho.
Yeah. I met
Obviously,
myself in
one
Idaho,
of the best things that have come out of that move is your fiance. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about that. We want to know, how did you meet, and did he even know anything about the moto world?
Okay, so I guess the story, we kind of had to jump back to Alyssa. So Alyssa lived down here. She's from Hermosa Beach. She worked at TLD, knew Chandler. Chandler's like, hey, one of my best friends, Hope, lives in Idaho. Talk to her, see if you want to move up there. So that's how I got in touch with her. She then was going to go to school there, but the housing was bad. I had just bought a house. I was like, hey, do you want to move in I can rent you a room or
Like
whatever.
a roommate.
And so I didn't know her at all, but I was like, if Chan's, same thing with her. She was like, if Chan is vouching for her and Chan was vouching for her,
Yeah.
we're like, okay, this will be fine, because strangers completely moving in with each other. So anyway, she moved in, and she definitely she reminds me of a mini me when I was her age, with like the riding and the passion and all the things and so she moved in, became one of my best friends, and fast forward to I'm now old, and
Come on, girl.
Oh, jeez.
but I'm tired.
You
And
lived a lot of lives, okay?
I feel like I've lived a lot,
you have.
honestly. And so I'm at home sleeping. She's out at the bar, hanging out, doing her young 20s thing. And she was with some of our other girlfriends. And one thing led to another, and she met this group of guys, which is Vern and his best friend, Emmett, and our other friend, Tyler. So anyways, met them, and it was right before we were both actually going to go to spring nationals. So then we were taken off for like 3 weeks, because that March is just like, you're gone forever. And so we did all that. She had told me she met this guy, Emmett, and I'm like, oh, cool. And so we go through all of that. We come back, and then she invites them over to watch Supercross, actually. I'm like, do they watch? Do they know anything? And they're like, oh, I mean, I think they've seen it maybe, or they
Heard of it.
They said sure,
or
or whatever. So had never met him ever. I had met Emmett once, and they basically, Alyssa had left to go to the store real quick. So I'm standing in my garage. My garage, we call it like the shop, right? Like I have like a little bar set up in there, and all the bikes, it's like all dialed in.
It's a she cave or whatever.
She cave.
Yeah, a little babe cave.
Babe cave,
babe
that's
cave.
the right
I have like a
word.
legit babe cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was just hanging out, getting Supercross on or whatever, and they all walked in. And then, so anytime someone asked me, like, how did you guys meet? I was like, well, he like walked into my garage. Like, I didn't know who he was or anything.
I think that's what you told me when I asked you about your story.
Yeah, he actually just walked in. And so then it was pretty much instant, honestly. We just started talking from there, and he needed a part, and I was the one who reached out first. And I was like, hey, if you need help looking for a part, let me know.
Do you help put it on your bike
And
too?
Yeah, whatever. And so the funny thing was, we had chit chat about that. They had bikes, but it wasn't like to the extent of, I think they were trying to sell them at the time. And then they met us, and me and Alyssa were on like a hardcore, like after work riding thing. We were like just going to do trails and stuff for a while. And so, they were like, okay, well, we have to keep the bikes now.
Now we're not selling them.
So they rode with you guys.
And so then they started riding more.
Fun.
Both of them, they both got new bikes. Like Vern has a new bike.
And you're
new
faster,
gear,
right?
All of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So it's fun though, because it wasn't like he was really into it, but he is now, and like loves to go riding, and obviously has learned a lot about what this side of it is, and like all these riders and watching everything. And like I told him his first year, he had like the ultimate Motohead's dream year. He got to go to Supercross, he went to motocross, he went to X Games, he went to MXON. I was like, you got the best year ever. Like anyone could
He
have
must
asked
be
for.
Like in all of you.
I don't know.
I
maybe.
think so. I think you're probably really cool.
Yeah. I think it was funny originally, like when we first started talking, he'd be like at work, and they'd be like, oh, what does she do? And he'd be like, oh, she works for Fly. And I'm like, that's so cool. And then he was like, yeah, it's kind of nice to tell people what you do, because they think it's sweet.
He
or
seems
whatever.
It is cool.
Cool because
He's
of
proud
you.
of you.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah. But so I was saying, when we first met, I basically said, I have two lives. I have my Idaho life, and I have my motocross travel life. And not necessarily like two people, but I think he realized it this weekend, because when I'm home, I'm like cutting the edge on like time. Like, oh, we have like a 7:00 reservation. I'm getting there at 7. I'm not early. I'm just like
On time, yeah.
kind of whatever. I want to stay home. I want to watch TV. I want to sit on the couch. I want to like, other than
Enjoy
if
your
we're planning
time at
something
home.
out, right? And I don't really drink at home, nothing, whatever,
Yeah.
all the things. And then I'm like, when I'm here, I'm like, okay, we gotta be early. We gotta go now. Want to explore, want to make the most out of whatever. I'm like, social, Kathy at the track, all the things. And he's like, okay, I'm seeing it now. Like, I kind of get what you're talking about. And then along with that, just we were sitting in the hotel bar, or the lobby, and everyone's coming through, and you're still chit-chatting, and he's like, you're still like working. And it's like, 8
was he
o'clock
here
at
with
night.
you?
He was here this weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
His birthday was on Saturday.
Oh.
So I was like, if we want to enjoy your birthday, you're going to have to come to work with me. And so,
But it's still fun for him. I mean, going to
Yeah.
Supercross on your birthday, that's not a bad way
Yeah.
to spend it.
yeah. But then he kind of just sees it just doesn't really end. Like you're there Thursday, Sunday, but you're talking to people all day, no matter where you are. If you're at the track or if you're in the hotel or whatever you're doing,
You're
or people are
reconnecting, you're
calling, you're still
networking.
doing the things like working, but you're just kind of staying on. Like, right, you're keeping the conversation going pretty much all the time. And so I think he kind of finally realized that. He's like, yeah, this isn't a normal job. This is
I
not
love
like you
how you
clock out.
explain like
and
it's
then-
2 different lives, because it's true
It
like
really
that.
It kind of is.
And
yeah.
your home is your safe space, and you decompress, and
Yeah.
that's all we do when Nathan's home,
Mm-hmm.
especially Sundays.
Yeah.
We veg out. Like,
Yeah.
we don't do much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. And it's like, I don't know. It's funny how different they can be, but same person.
Right.
So yeah, I kind of had to explain that to him, and I think he picked up on what that means now.
You got to really see you in action.
Yeah.
So I know when your wedding is, but when is your wedding? It's in October, right?
Yeah, October 10th
In Idaho.
in Idaho. Should be technically the weekend after MXON. Obviously, I had to think about the schedule.
When I got the
and make
save
sure that
date,
it's
when I got the save the date, that's the first thing I went to. I was like, I know her. She planned it around.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
a
is
rough
it tight?
weekend.
It's tight, butting up to that race, but up there, it could hit winter really early. And so I wanted to do it. I wanted fall, and so I wanted to do it as early, like fall, as I could while it's still pretty nice. It should be nice during that
I've
time.
never been, and I told Nathan, we are going.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And is it a big wedding or
Yeah, kind of.
what's the
Ish.
venue?
So it's oh my god, I can't think of the name. Basically, it's this like I found it on Facebook, this mom and pop like little ranch out there, and it's like right on the border of Ontario, and it's actually it's not like a
So you're
barn,
like,
it's like a shop.
northern Idaho.
No, it's still like southern Idaho.
Oh wait, where's Ontario? Is
It's
that
southern.
a town? Okay, I was thinking like Ontario, Canada.
So, no, Ontario-
My geography of
Yes,
Canada
yes,
is not
yes.
great.
Oregon.
Ontario,
Okay.
California.
Yeah, Ontario, California. Ontario, Oregon. It's like literally right there. So it's about like
okay.
I live about 30 minutes from the border of Oregon.
Okay.
Is how far like west I am. But yeah, so it's just over there. Basically, looking into this, I don't know. I was just like, I don't want it to be like this, like big
Yeah.
bougie wedding, but I also want it to be more than I don't know. I was like, I want
Yeah.
this fine middle part, and I mean, he probably would just go elope if I was just like, let's go tomorrow. But I'm like, you know what? I think looking back, sometimes I want to do that, but then looking back, I think I'd want this opportunity to like see everyone.
only one
and
time.
all the things.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know,
You're not
what?
going to remember most of it.
We're committing.
but-
yeah, yeah. And so
Your family and friends will.
yeah, yeah. But that's the thing. I have like my dad's side alone. I mean, he has 5 sisters and a brother. So there's like Stillmock's side alone. I think there's almost like 75 of them or 70 or something.
Wow.
Something like that. It's
gonna be big.
Well, and then your moto family.
then my motor family and that
Then your fiance's
that was hard.
family.
And then his and now
And your
friends
mom.
and everything. Yeah. So the total at the current time is like 200.
That's not.
So I don't think it's like
that's how many we
massive, but it's
invited.
not like
And not everyone will
and not
be able to
everyone will
go.
come. So it probably won't be that many, but yeah. So it was hard too because there's even more I would like to invite, like that I'm in that teetering.
Well, maybe if some
Point.
people don't.
So if
can't
they
come,
don't, yeah. So
They're on the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You'll make it. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I know. I feel bad saying that. I hate that.
I don't mean to put it out there, Hope.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I was invited. Just kidding. I want to make like a weekend thing out of it because I've never been. It's the off season.
Yeah.
Oh, you have. I've never been to Idaho.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
looks incredible.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's what a lot of
Yeah.
people are doing. So I'm working on my website.
Good, 'cause
and
I
I'm
need to
trying
know.
to put like there's like a tab that's like extra things to do. And
I wanna
wanna
make a
add
vacation out
all
of
the
it.
things. And a lot of people are. Like a lot of people wanted to come up to Idaho for multiple other reasons or things or to see me. And so I know people that are doing like river fishing trips. They're going hunting.
Can you just plan
They're going
mine and Nate's trip, please, as
Yes.
you're planning your wedding?
Yes,
No,
yes.
kidding.
I will provide you guys an
You
itinerary.
should plan like something like the day after your wedding for everyone to go and do. The Roxons did that, and it's one of my favorite memories.
Yeah.
They got married like outside of Zion, and
Oh,
we
it looks
all
so
went
pretty.
on the best hike
Oh,
the
that's
next
cool.
day. Like everyone in their wedding, it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Well, it's a lot of people coming ride.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
a lot
that would
want to
be
talk about
cool.
riding, so I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing like a fun trail ride.
Oh,
on
girl, you better
Sunday.
get
No.
Girl.
Can I have a razor?
Yeah. So now I need to go to the local dealership. I need to get a sponsorship for bikes and razors up there. And
I will be in a razor.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nathan tried to put me on a motorcycle
Yeah,
once
so
in the
I'm like,
desert.
I don't
Get
know.
on the back, with Nathan.
I know.
Yeah. So logistically, I don't know fully if that would work because I know a lot of people would need to
Lot
fly
of
in and
people.
all the things. But if I could figure that out, that would
That
That would be
fun.
cool.
So
I like that
we'll
idea.
see. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited now.
Thank you. I know.
Okay, speaking of traveling,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if most people know this about you, but now you have a fiance, and I don't even know if that even matters, but you used to travel a lot by yourself to trips. You used to go across the country, and I have friends that do that in the nursing industry. A lot of them do, and I'm just in awe because I'm a baby. I don't know if I could. Tell me about that.
Or you were. I'm assuming the fiance goes now, but you were a solo traveler.
And maybe you want to go solo traveling because it's nice. You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
anybody else. But
I
tell
still
us,
kind of am a solo traveler.
like,
Yeah.
what made you do that? Like,
What gave you the courage?
Yes, 'cause
too?
it's
like as a female,
Mhm.
yes.
I don't think I would do that either.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where it kicked off. Like,
And what was your first trip alone?
yeah. So I've traveled my whole life. Like, my parents split when I was younger, and my mom was in the East Coast. She was in Connecticut, and my dad was still in Nevada. So, like,
You would be flying.
I've been flying since I was like 8. Like,
Got them frequent flyer miles.
and now I'm a little mad because they didn't set up my accounts.
Can you
until
imagine?
later? Yeah, I can imagine if I
Right?
started then. And so, but anyway, so I've always liked traveling. I never had an issue with flying or traveling or anything. I think that was one of those things that I just
You didn't even think about it.
didn't even think about it. I still don't really think about it. Like, it's just,
I don't think you can.
I don't know. Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, just don't think about
Yeah.
it, because honestly, if you do,
Yeah,
then it's
that's
worse
when
for
it
you.
starts going
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
So then anyways, we would do family trips, and that started my international thing a little bit, like Mexico and little stuff like that. And then trying to think when it was 2020 or no, it was before that. I don't know. My first trip, basically, I wanted to go to Ireland. Like, Ireland was like
That's on our list.
my list place to go. And I just decided to go. Like, I had nothing. It was like a 12-day trip, like, by myself.
Did you pre-plan all your spots? And
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did do that. But other than that, I didn't
you
ask.
do
I didn't
any
even ask
group?
anyone to go with me. I literally just planned it myself. Yeah. And so there was a group. You're still like by yourself. So that one,
Yeah, I
was by
know a lot of
myself.
people who do that. They'll connect up with groups and do
Mhm.
tours and different things.
Yeah, and so there was kind of like a general itinerary as far as like which cities to go to and like how to get there, bus
Like your
here,
main
fly here, whatever it
places
was.
you wanted to
yeah,
see.
and so I kind of followed along with that. But yeah, that was my first time. Like, I fully by myself, didn't know a single person over there, and I just went for it. And it was, till this day, the best trip I've ever been on still. And I've done a few trips since then, and that one will never change. That one was the best one I've ever done.
Did you play golf over there?
I didn't golf. I didn't anything. I don't, in my opinion, I feel like that's one of the last times I relaxed. Like, I fully
and then not
relaxed.
having to, like, what do you want for dinner?
No, well, that's
You
the
can
thing.
eat when you want. You can do whatever you want.
So I say
Flying
that
alone sounds amazing.
I say that now, like, I don't love group travel because there's always different opinions on, do you want to spend an entire day like sightseeing, working your feet out, grabbing food as you go, whatever, or do you want to just sit at the hotel all day? Like, finding the balance, because when you're by yourself, you can do whatever you want. Do you want to have a really long day, or do you want to have half and half day?
Do you want to veg out?
Whatever you want to do. And you can find maybe one person. I would say if you're going to travel, you could do one person. So you two, and if you can link up enough on those and agree on those things, then it's really nice to have like that little extra security to have that extra person. But even then, you got to make sure that you guys are on the same page of like what you want to do or whatever. Other than that, when you get too many and people want to do different things, then it just starts getting weird. And then
weird.
People are mad and then you're like,
oh, great. I'm going on a New York trip next month. There's 6 of us girls.
New York will be fine. You'll be fine.
Just kidding.
That's like a go type
We
of
have
thing.
a full itinerary. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Not that it can't happen, but it's just I've been in situations where people don't want to do the same thing, and it's kind of like you got to give up. Someone's got to give up something at that point. So traveling alone, I love just because I've been able to do exactly the itinerary that I want to do. And
other than Ireland, what other places have you gone by yourself?
So after Ireland, I went to Australia, which was actually on behalf of KTM. I went for the KTM Junior World Championship. So, but before and after, I like did my own
I love it.
thing. So, and then I met up just with like the families there. So I did Australia, and then I've done like a lot of the states. I've hit all 50 states now.
That's
Really?
so cool.
Yeah, I hit it a few years ago actually, and so that was like before
Vermont.
everything, all of it.
I wanted to go. I
Yep.
wanted to do Vermont like during the fall.
Oh, the leaves.
Oh,
yeah.
it looks gorgeous.
And that was like luckily I had a short period of time where I lived in the East Coast. So like I hit a lot of those ones that people don't normally hit when I was over there.
Do you have a favorite state?
I get that question a lot actually. And it's hard because there's like certain things I like about different ones.
Right. In different seasons.
In different seasons.
Right.
Oddly enough, I love South Dakota.
Really?
And people like always look at me. I've had the best trips there. I've had the best experiences. Like
I've never
it's
been.
gorgeous, like down in like the Black Hills area, and there's like Deadwood, and it's like a little saloon town. And I don't know, I've had
sounds like right up my type of
yeah,
alley. Like doing that kind of.
It's wonderful, yeah. And so I love that place. Obviously, I went to like Alaska, and I had like a very like hands-on getting experience because one of our old OB riders, well, it was like Gas. It was the Peppards are from Alaska. And so like they got to take me like in their plane into their cabin, and I got like a very good experience that I probably wouldn't have got if I just like went by myself and did it all by myself. So Alaska was obviously just amazing too.
You probably
like,
know
my
somebody in every
experience,
state because of moto.
Maybe,
think about it.
probably.
Every country.
Yeah.
If you really start thinking about it.
Yep. And so anyways, there's that. And then this year alone, I went to Italy, and I went to China and Japan this year.
I want to go to Japan. I heard
Japan
it's
was amazing.
amazing.
It was cool. I only got to go for like a day and a half really on the schedule. I would go back. It was really cool. I took like a sushi making class and explored around.
I've had so many coworkers go to Japan in the last year, and they just rave about it and can't wait to go back.
Yeah, no, it was really fun.
Are you going on a honeymoon?
Yes.
Where are you going?
We want to go to Greece.
Ooh, that sounds
Yep,
incredible.
that's been on my.
I just want to live through you.
Yeah. I want to fully, like, I don't know however long we can get both off, but I want to relax. Like, I say this because I'm not that person usually. Like, when I go, I'm like, history, all the sites, let's do it all. Can I take a bullet train all day?
No,
whatever
I'm
it is.
relaxed. I'm more the relaxed.
I've been kind of like that, and I'm kind of dying down now.
Because you're getting older.
I know. And so I'm like, we are going to choose like 2 islands only. We'll do 2 at least because I don't want to go and just like stay on one the whole time. And we'll do a few things. Other than that, I'm planning, like making sure there's days that we have nothing at all. I just want to sit there.
Enjoy each other.
And enjoy, yeah.
That's what a honeymoon's for.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I want to go immediately after the wedding too.
We did. We went the next
I was like,
day.
I don't want to go in the
What about you
office.
guys?
We didn't go on a honeymoon because my husband tore something in his shoulder at the Las Vegas Supercross, and we were getting married in between Supercross and motocross. So we didn't go on a honeymoon. We had surgery on Monday.
That's the real life.
Yep. This is why I
motor
didn't date
sports
in the
athlete.
industry. No, I'm just
Smart.
Yeah, I'm kidding. We both have a great husband.
We do.
Yes.
We're lucky. And we get to meet people like you. I mean, the people that everyone's met, everyone that has become friends, and they're like family. And I can't imagine it like any other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so traveling, what's your must-have travel item when you go? I need to know this for myself, too.
must-have travel item.
Like, are there 3 things that you are like, I cannot leave home without these things
Yeah.
to travel with?
So one, I have this cord that is all the charger cords. If you guys don't have one of those,
I don't.
But that sounds great because my kids have different chargers.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
I have given
Okay,
to,
send it
I've
to
given
me.
it to people. So it's just the USB-C or USB. It goes into an Apple Watch, the Lightning, the whatever, all the things. And I use that thing all the time. Like it is the go-to because you just have
Never
so
know.
many things.
I know.
I always have an old phone. That's been like my thing forever. I never have new phones. For some reason, it's not a priority. So my phones are always dying. So a power bank, 1,000% is definitely something that I keep on me at all times because my phone's dying constantly. So those two.
If you get a new phone, they won't. No, I'm
They
just kidding.
last all day.
Well, they last until a year, and then they do it on purpose.
So that's why I don't even
So
do
you
it.
buy a new one.
I don't even do it because they eventually
I have like
will
5
die
power
too.
banks,
Yeah.
and none of them are charged.
Yeah. So there's those 2 things. And then what's in my backpack all the time is ibuprofen. You know, all the time. For whatever it is, if you're like outside, if I am.
Do you know how many
in
times
the
I ask people
sun,
for
if I'm
ibuprofen?
in the-
Somebody
you
asked
of all
me for
people.
some on Saturday and I didn't have any.
I never have it, and I'm a nurse.
I did a restock this year. Sometimes I'm out, but you know,
I
feel
actually
like
got
those
this
3
thing
things
on
I'm using all the
Amazon,
time.
and it's a pill holder, and I normally have it with me at all times. So I didn't have it with me on Saturday because I didn't drive my own car. But it has like every little thing that it's like this.
I bought my first pill holder
great.
2 months ago, and I bought an old school like long one.
Yeah.
And like supplements and medication, whatever. And then I remember somebody asked me, we were for my birthday recently to the beach, and Tyson was like, "So asked for ibuprofen," and I actually had some. And then he goes, "What is that? What do you have that?" They think I'm old because I got a pill box.
I've had a pill box since I was.
But there's some really cool ones.
I just got a cute one.
Okay, you have to send me that link.
I would send,
We'll link it down below,
I would
guys.
send sponsor us, and then I'll tell you the name. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I feel like those 3 things constantly using out of my backpack. So
I love that.
I love it too.
It's gonna help
the
somebody
real,
out there.
it's gonna
Don't
help
worry.
somebody. Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, on the fun questions. With traveling, we download a lot of shows and stuff like that. Do you what's your current series you're watching and any past favorite ones?
Okay, so
Because I need some new series.
Yeah.
currently the weekly is Landman.
Yes.
Of
gonna
course.
be over
I haven't
soon.
watched this week though.
Oh, I watched last night's.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's our Sunday thing
I didn't
that we do.
because that was Sunday,
Well,
and I
and
usually go home on Sunday, so
guys-
I didn't. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta watch it.
So Landman, definitely. And then what's funny is Vern actually was like, "Have you ever seen Nashville?" And I was like, "No."
I watched the whole thing.
I'm
never
watching
seen
it
it.
now.
There's a bunch of podcasters I listen to watching it now for the first time.
Yeah, this is
it's
my first time.
Because it came on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
That's
Yeah.
why all those old shows are coming back on, and then people are watching them.
I'm obsessed.
It's so good.
It's-
You would
We'll
love
have to
it.
watch it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of it right now.
I might rewatch it too.
Yeah, it's really good though.
What's your favorite drink? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic?
Mountain Dew.
Really?
Wow, that
I'm all
caught me off
jacked
guard,
up
yeah.
on
All
Mountain
jacked up on
Dew.
Mountain Dew. I can thank my father for that one. Yeah, he's obsessed.
That's
It's like
my husband's favorite drink too.
yeah, I
Really?
Yep.
love
Mountain
it.
Dew.
It's the best. Drink wise, like I'm a tequila Paloma.
Oh,
like,
me
that's
too.
My
I
go-to.
love a good
So,
Paloma. Especially
I
in
can't
Cabo on the beach.
I don't like tequila at all.
Oh, only
What?
tequila. I can't do vodka. Can't
Vodka
do
is
it.
my choice. I get
I just feel sick.
everything
anytime.
gets if it's in tequila. If a drink calls for tequila, I replace it with vodka. I can't do it.
I'm like the opposite. I'm like
Yeah,
vodka.
I
Especially
can't.
like now that they're like Trulies or High Noons, they're all been vodka seltzers.
Base, yeah.
Now
They
they're
have
making
tequila.
tequila seltzers, and I'm like, thank goodness.
Okay, speaking
So-
of that kind of stuff, let's talk about this topic because I've been seeing it. Cut waters. Are they supposed to be cut with water?
I don't know. That's what
Ooh.
I
Or are they
heard.
like Four Locos? Because I've been hearing.
They're so strong. I can't.
I
can't
saw
drink them. I was
like a TikTok that
Yeah.
they're called cut water.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to cut
So
it.
you're
with
supposed to
water.
cut them, and people are drinking the whole can.
that
and
would
they're
make
getting like
so
blasted,
much sense,
right?
but
Would,
never
but
have I ever cut a cut water. I've drank cut waters, like, and I've just drank
Never
them
have I
straight.
ever cut a cut water.
Exactly. So, yeah, they probably meant for that to happen, but if so, they maybe
they
who
shouldn't
reads the
put
can?
that
Is it
on
on
the
the can?
box.
We're gonna get
Put
some
that on the
answers for you
box.
guys.
Because
Let's do a thing. You drink one not cut.
Okay.
I'll cut mine, and we'll see.
We'll see. Okay.
Okay.
If there is any other women, or are there any women in the industry that inspire you?
Yeah, honestly, I would say like another person I've grown a little bit closer with is Christina Denny over the last
She's
few years.
awesome.
And I know what we do on our side, but like to at that level be like with the AMA and supporting like all the things that she has to deal with at that higher of a level to get stuff done. I think it's really cool to, work with her and see what she does, and all of the ladies, like again, like there's a huge part of my heart that goes to the Christies because like they really kicked it off, but and Chans and all the girls, like, right, but to see any other woman step up, Steph, same thing, like how long she's held it out over there, and are so respected in the industry. So it's nice to look up to them for sure.
I love that.
I have a question in regards to that. So when you stepped into the leadership role, how was it immersing yourself into that role when it's a male-dominated sport? Like, did you have any issues? Did you have any obstacles you had to face? Because you had already been in it a little bit, but now you were in a leadership role, which is a lot more male-dominated.
And at a new company too.
Yeah. I think at my company there was no other than like Amanda was kind of already running it, but like in this specific area there wasn't any ladies, so it was I think it just took them time to like learn who I was and what I knew, right? Luckily I had a lot of information and knowledge coming from KTM, but no one up there knew that at the time, so that I think took a moment just to like figure out what I could bring to the table. And then other than that, in the industry, it's not that bad. I think
it's a lot different than it was like when we were
in the pro side, honestly too. Now, whether behind my back, I don't know, whatever. I never really felt like I was
like less than.
Yeah, never really felt like that.
You always felt the respect.
And I think
because
honestly,
women are the minority.
100%, 100%. Yeah, and there's times, right? There's those one-off comments or like, but I dealt with it at working at dealerships. Like I wasn't a service manager, but I would like either check out or I would help like get parts or whatever. And then I'd have a guy that's like, hey, can I get a part for da-da-da? I'm like, hey, like we don't have one. We can order, but okay, well, can I talk to your service manager to like make sure? Like, okay, sure. Totally can. They're going to say no. Yeah. They come out. They say no. They're like, did she tell you that? You're like, yeah. And they're like, okay. Like I've always had, whoever I'd work with has pretty much always had my back on that stuff between the shops I've been at, Nate, whoever it was. Like I've never really had that issue. So that wasn't that big deal. I still get those random onesies, twosies, like most so at a track that are like, hey, can I talk to somebody else?
Girl, here's my resume. Thank you. We'll talk later.
I'm like, sure. Yeah, that's
Look
fine.
at that.
Yeah. So I honestly, not that bad. I think you just have to, one, be confident in this sport. This is, what you're doing. And if you don't, then you're asking the questions to figure out those.
And not be afraid to ask the questions.
And not be afraid to ask it. Yeah.
That's the hardest part is getting up the nerve to ask the question. People don't want to sound dumb or.
Yeah.
But really.
That's all I did in the beginning to get anything I needed. I just
if you weren't in this industry, what industry would you be in?
I honestly probably would be still in like the event management. Like I think I would, if this ever ended, this motocross world of mine, I would probably be like an event planner, putting on weddings or birthdays or doing something like that. That's just kind of what I like to do, is organize and do that. Maybe be like a travel itinerary builder. Honestly, I do love doing that. I love looking up places and restaurants and things to do and logistically how to get around. Like I kind of like doing that stuff too. So it'd be somewhere in that realm of stuff. I went to college originally. I was like, I'm going to be a therapist and a counselor. Like that's what I went for. I thought I was going to do that. Then I had that little spurt of I'm going to be a photographer full time, and did that. But I think at the end of the day, that's pretty much where I would have ended up anyways, is over in like events of some sort.
Or a pro golfer.
Yeah, maybe not.
Do you take pictures still? Do you do anything with photography?
Sometimes, just random.
For fun.
Yeah, if someone, it's more like friends or family who know that I do it, and they're still like, hey, can we get some stuff done? I'm like, sure. And then like my family was wonderful. It was actually, so all my aunts would like ride or whatever, but they were all in like the beauty industry. So nails, hair, esthetician, all the things. And so I would trade them out. So like, I'm like, I'll do your family photos. I get free haircuts done and stuff like that. So it always worked out. So
That's
pretty much
awesome.
just
So your
photos like
photographer
that.
for your wedding's going to have the big shoes to fill.
Yes, but she is one of my best friends. And,
okay, perfect.
Yep. And so I already asked her. She's the one who took our engagement pictures. I've never gotten a photo shoot done in my life of me. Like my senior photos, I put a tripod up and I took them myself.
Aww.
Yeah, I didn't want photos taken of myself. I wanted to be behind it. So like I did them all. I've taken them all. This was the first photo shoot I've ever done. And I was like, I'm not trusting anyone but her to do them. Because I actually had second shot like Hunter Falk's wedding, like with her. She was their main photographer. She asked me if I wanted a second shoot. So I just went and helped her with it. Yeah. And so I know what she could do. So I was like,
You've seen her in action.
You are the only one that can do this. And so, yeah, I got her locked in. So
that's awesome.
Pretty confident. Yeah.
Well, do you have any advice for girls or women trying to break in the industry?
Yeah, honestly, kind of the same thing that goes in though with any athletes. Like again, it was kind of crazy that I did it the way I did, and I just kept like pushing and pushing. Yeah. But any foot in the door is a step in the right direction. So it might not be the job you want. It might be in a different department. Like, you could have, for Western Power Sports, for example, you could have started in sales and then a job opens up in marketing and then you move over to marketing and that's, events, but you want to be in racing and then that job opens up there. Like, don't be afraid to just take a job that puts you into that direction that you want to go in, because these jobs are very unique. What we do on a racing side, they don't come along very often, so it's not like they just pop up. So if you already have your foot in the door, I feel like that's always like the best way to begin.
I mean, look at the Christies from where they started and they moved up,
Yeah.
So
you know what is cool though, and just to like toot KTM's horn, a lot of the amazing women in the industry have started at KTM.
100%. Yeah.
They gave a good platform.
Or marketing assistant or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
That is cool.
Definitely.
Well, we asked this of all our guests. If there's anything you could change about the sport, good or bad, what would it be? Put you on the spot here.
Yeah, good or bad, or both.
Or both.
No. Good or bad. I wouldn't, just good. I would say it is a family. Like the industry, it is. And if you ever need help, no matter what the brand is or who you work for, like everyone will jump in to help out. And I want to keep it like that. I want to keep seeing that as good. Like I don't think that's going to change, because in the course of time I've been doing it, that has never changed. So I would say that's one good thing that, I would like to keep. And then bad, I don't know.
Not bad, but something that has an opportunity to change for the better.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say just, it's hard to say this, but like the world will keep on spinning. Like let's tone it in. If something doesn't work out, there's an opportunity to fix it. And I just feel like sometimes so many people, or us, like we just, get kind of wrapped up in like if it didn't go wrong and things spiral out of control. Like the industry is really small at the end of the day. And like the comment of like burning bridges or whatever, like you kind of just have to, you take it what it is and let's move on, because we're all going to work together in the future. Eventually. And it's all something.
And somebody might be your boss down the road.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I would say, it's going to be okay. Let's all like calm down a little bit if something doesn't go wrong. I feel like I would say that's the only thing. That's
great.
So
that's great advice to leave to close every door on a good note.
Yeah. Because what are we going to do? Like, nothing's going to change. We just got to do better the next time. So a little more positive attitudes across the board. That would probably be good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I think we did it.
Well, this has been such a fun.
Yeah.
It has
It really has.
I know, because you reached out like last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, last year was when we kind of like put it out that we're going to start this. We didn't know the timeline, but we're just saying like, hey, heads up eventually.
Yeah, exactly. And
bear with us.
We're learning.
We're working. We're moms. We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. No,
and everyone's schedules are all crazy, so we appreciate
I'm excited that this was able to work out. Now that I don't live down here.
Taking time before you hop on another flight.
Yeah. No, I'm excited.
Have fun in Arizona.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you,
Appreciate it. Thank you.